Hi everyone, welcome back to KG Graves. We're in Mountlawn Cemetery in Sharonhill, Pennsylvania, USA, and we're here today to visit the grave of Tammi Terrell, the Motown singer. Hope you enjoy the video.
One look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny.
So open wide, I threw away my pride. I'll sacrifice for you, dedicate my life to you. When you leave,
Come on, darling.
there is time.
Yeah, when I lose my will, you'll be there to put me up the hill. There's no looking back for us. We got love, so now that's enough. You're all I need to get by.
Tammi Terrell was born Thomasina Winifred Montgomery on the 29th of April 1945 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, to parents Thomas and Jenny (née Graham). She was an American singer-songwriter. She had a younger sister called Ludie. Tammi was named Thomasina as her parents thought she would be a boy, and so she was named after her father. Because of this, they called her Tommy, which she later changed to Tammi after seeing the film Tammi and the Bachelor 1957 and hearing its theme song Tammi by Debbie Reynolds when she was 12. According to Ludie's book, My Sister Tommy, The Real Tammi Terrell, she was raped by 3 boys at age 11. Around this time she started to have migraine headaches. While it was not thought to be of significance at the time, family members later stated that these headaches might have been related to her later diagnosis of brain cancer. Tammi attended Germantown High School in Philadelphia. She started her music career in 1960 when she signed under the Wand subsidiary of Skepta Records. She recorded the ballad If You See Bill under the name Tammi Montgomery and did demos for the Shirelles. After another single, Tammi left the label. Having been introduced to James Brown, she signed a contract with him and began singing backup for his review concert tours. In 1961 she created the group The Sherries. In late 1962 she was kicked out due to multiple disputes. Eventually, they went their separate ways, with the Sherries moving on without her. In 1963, she recorded the song I Cried. Released on Brown's Try Me Records, it became her first charting single, reaching number 99 on the Billboard Hot 100. Tammi later signed with Checker Records and released If I Would Marry You, a duet with Jimmy Radcliffe, which she co-composed. Following this relative failure, she announced a semi-retirement from the music business. Tammi enrolled in the University of Pennsylvania, where she majored in pre-med, staying at the school for 2 years. In the middle of this, she was asked by Jerry Butler to sing with him in a series of shows in nightclubs. After Butler assured her that she could continue her schooling, she began touring with him. In April 1965, during a performance at the 20 Grand Club in Detroit, she was spotted by Motown CEO Berry Gordy, who promised to sign her to Motown. Tammi agreed and signed with Motown on the 29th of April 1965, her 20th birthday. I Can't Believe You Love Me became her first R&B top 40 single, followed almost immediately by Come On and See Me. In 1966, Tammi recorded two further classics, Stevie Wonder's All I Do Is Think About You, and the Isley Brothers' This Old Heart of Mine Is Weak for You. After the release of her first single on Motown, Tammi joined the Motortown Revue, opening for the Temptations. In early 1967, Motown hired Tammi to sing duets with Marvin Gaye, who had achieved duet success with Mary Wells and Kim Weston. Their first recording, the Ashford and Simpson composition Ain't No Mountain High Enough, both Marvin and Tammi recorded separate versions, and Motown remixed the vocals together. The song became a crossover pop hit in the spring of 1967, reaching number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 3 on the R&B charts, and making Tammi a star. Their follow-up, Your Precious Love, became an even bigger hit, reaching number 5 on the pop chart and number 2 on the R&B chart. At the end of 1967, the duo scored another top 10 single with If I Could Build My World Around You, which peaked at number 10 on the pop chart and number 2 on the R&B chart. All of the songs were included on their first duet album, United, released in the late summer of 1967. Throughout 1967, they began performing together, and the Funk Brothers became their backing band, and Tammi became a vocal and performance inspiration for the shy and laid-back Marvin, who hated live performing. The duo also performed their hits together on television shows. They were voted the number 1 R&B duo in Cashbox magazine's annual year-end survey in 1970. While Tammi was being established as a star, the migraines and headaches she had suffered from since childhood were becoming more constant. While she complained of pain, she insisted to people close to her that she was well enough to perform. However, on the 14th of October 1967, while performing Your Precious Love with Marvin at Hampton Sydney College, just outside the town of Farmville, Virginia, Tammi collapsed into Marvin's arms on stage. Shortly after her return from Virginia, doctors diagnosed a malignant tumour on the right side of her brain. She underwent brain surgery at Graduate Hospital in Philadelphia on the 13th of January 1968. After recovering from her first surgery, Tammi returned to the Hitsville studio in Detroit and recorded You're All I Need to Get By. Both that song and Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing reached number 1 on the R&B charts. Despite her optimism, her tumour worsened, requiring more surgeries. By 1969, Tammi had retired from live performances as doctors had ordered her not to perform due to her tumours. Motown issued her first and only solo album, Irresistible, in early 1969. Tammi was too ill to promote the recordings. The album had no new repertoire. All tracks had been recorded earlier and shelved for some time. Marvin Gaye and Valerie Simpson gave different stories on how the production of Tammi and Marvin's third and final album together, Easy, went about. According to reports, Tammi had become so ill due to her operations that she could not record, and Motown opted to have Valerie Simpson sub in for her. This report was repeated in the book Marvin Gaye, What's Going On and the Last Days of the Motown Sound. Marvin would later say that the move was another money-making scheme on Berry Gordy's part. Valerie Simpson, on the other hand, stated that the ailing Tammi was brought into the studio when she was strong enough to record over Simpson's guide vocals, insisting Tammi had sung on the album. Easy produced the singles Good Lovin' Ain't Easy to Come By, What You Gave Me, California Soul, and the UK top 10 hit The Onion Song. Late in 1969, Tammi made her final public appearance at the Apollo Theatre, where Marvin Gaye was performing. As soon as Marvin spotted Tammi, he rushed to her side and the two began singing "You're All I Need to Get By" together. The public gave them a standing ovation. In Tammi's personal life, in 1962, aged 17, she became involved in an abusive relationship with James Brown, who was 12 years her senior. One night on the road in 1963, Tammi left Brown after he assaulted her for not watching his entire performance. Bobby Bennett, former member of the famous Flames, witnessed the incident. He beat Tammi Terrell terribly. She was bleeding, shedding blood. Tammi left him because she didn't want her butt whipped, said Bennett. During the Motortown Review in 1966, Tammi embarked on a torrid romance with the Temptations' lead singer David Ruffin. That year, she accepted Ruffin's surprise marriage proposal. After she announced their engagement on stage during an appearance together, she discovered that he was already married. Ruffin had a wife, 3 children, and another girlfriend in Detroit. This revelation and Ruffin's drug addiction led to violent arguments. In 1967, Tammi ended their relationship after Ruffin hit her in the head with his motorcycle helmet. It was rumoured that Ruffin also hit Tammi in the head with a hammer, which further complicated her unknown condition. This rumour was disputed in Tammy's Unsung TV episode. Tammi told Ebony magazine in 1969 that she believed her emotional state during this relationship was a contributing factor to her headaches, which came after quarrels. At the time of Tammy's death, she was engaged to Ernie Garrett, a doctor at the hospital where she had been treated. Due to ongoing complications resulting from a brain tumour, by early 1970, Tammi was using a wheelchair, experienced blindness and hair loss, and weighed only 93 pounds. Following an 8th operation on the 21st of January 1970, Tammi went into a coma. She died on the 16th of March at the age of 24. Her funeral was held at the James Methodist Church in Philadelphia. At the funeral, Marvin delivered a eulogy while "You're All I Need to Get By" was playing. According to Tammy's fiancé, Ernie Garrett, Tammy's mother Jenny angrily barred everybody at Motown from the funeral except for Marvin, whom she felt was Tammy's closest friend. She blamed most of the label for failing to protect her from David Ruffin during their relationship. Marvin reportedly never fully got over Tammy's death, according to several biographers who have stated that her death led Marvin to depression and drug abuse. In addition, his classic album, What's Going On, a reflective low-key work that dealt with mature themes, released in 1971, was in part a reaction to Tammy's death. Tammi and Marvin were nominated for Best Rhythm and Blues Group Performance Vocal or Instrumental for their song Ain't No Mountain High Enough at the 10th Annual Grammy Awards in 1968. The song was later inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1999. In the UK charts, Tammi and Marvin had 7 singles in the top 41 between 1968 and 2013. Tammi was a beautiful, talented singer who was sadly abused many times during her life. To be taken at such a young age is awful. I think she would have been a wonderful, funny lady and would have had many more hits. Let's see where her grave is located.
So there you have it, the grave of singer Tammi Terrell. As usual, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, see you on the next one.
Rest in peace, Tammi Terrell.